Hello YouTube, I'm back to look at Aldi's fireworks for 2021. As with quite a lot of places, reduced range, increased prices. An interesting one with this one as well is they are not selling until Thursday the 21st of October. I assume that's possibly because of shipping delay. TNT I think seems to have struggled a bit this year. There's been reports of Asda not having very much stock available, so I assume that must be it. Does it really matter? No, because the selection isn't brilliant, I have to say, compared to previous years. And we'll take a closer look anyway. The website's not great, so I'm going to have to try and improvise this a bit. Leaflets have been increasingly hard to get hold of this year. So they've got detonator back, £5 more expensive than before. It was an average firework for 40 quid, so it's less than average for 45. As you can see, it's only rated 2.3 stars, and that's probably not by people who buy fireworks very much, so that tells you all really. Big Boom box is back. We can have a closer look at some of these. If it'll let me enlarge it. So a few items in here of note, Battlestar being the main one. That's a really good cake actually. The rockets though, they're just tiny. Pinky Blinder, that's a nice fountain. So those two may be worth 15 quid between them. The rest of it's probably worth about £15, so there you go, it's twice as expensive as it should be. 188 shots, a couple of fountains actually as well, so yeah, not great. 59.99, I'd stay well away if I were you. We've got the Big Boss, 59.99 again. If you're going to spend that much money, just go to a proper shop and get a proper good firework. You don't need to spend £60 in Aldi. The LOL box, I have done an unboxing on that before. I don't think it's changed. Let's have a look, see. This is why the website's awful. No, exactly the same contents by the looks of it, and it's more expensive this year. It's probably not the worst, to be fair, for £12. Packaging's nice as well, so you can't go wrong with that. The small box for this year is the Sorcerer Low Noise Selection. So you've got a couple of candles, a wheel, and some fountains. Again, very average for the price, £6. I think they used to have Astro for £4.50. They were the days. For £6, I don't think it's worth it. I think you're better off in Lidl for the 3 for £20, to be fair. Hawkeye Rockets, £9.99. I'm not sure how many are in that pack actually. 4, might be 10. In which case, not too bad. It is 10, so that's not too bad. A pound of rocket, can't really go wrong with that. That'll be average as usual with TNT rockets. Reach for the Stars, the new £20 box. Again, much of a muchness stuff before here. Some regulars, popcorn fountain, groovy fountain, fireball candle, a little bottle rocket. A couple of cones there, that's interesting. Don't see too many TNT cones in the boxes. They may be little ones, they won't be like pressed cones or anything like that, but good bit of fun. We can see the information here if I zoom out and then zoom back in. Shot tube, one shot tube, multi-shot, Roman candles, a wheel, 3 rockets, and 9 fountains. Again, I'm not sure really. 19.99, I probably would stay away myself. The Visage box in Lidl, again, probably a better bet. Flight of the Bumblebee, 16 shot cake. I do vaguely recall this being sold for about £3.99 somewhere, so £9.99. Yeah, I'd probably stay away from that, to be fair. Sparklers, £1.99 for 12. It's as good a price as you can get, so that's fair enough. Shooting Stars Rockets, 5 for £5.99. When you've got the 10 for £9.99, that's what I'd go for personally, rather than that one. The Big Show, that was there previously, 54 shots for £19.99. It's quite a lot of shots for your money. You could do worse than that probably, to be fair, for 20 quid. Yeah, that is what it is, I think, really. This one's particularly interesting. Spin Tacular. Have a closer look at this one. Spinning fountain. Now, these naturally are the novelty. You don't pay for the quality, you pay for the novelty of the fact that it spins around. Cheaper than Asda's by £4. These do tend to be expensive wherever you get them from. I remember when who was it? Planet did one for £45, which was just ridiculous. So for £18, it's probably a little bit of fun. It could be worse. I mean, I'm tempted by the novelty. I won't be buying any fireworks this year, unfortunately, but I am tempted by the novelty to have a look at that one. If I was going to buy any. So it's interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing maybe if someone gets that and fires it, what that's like. All reviews, obviously, Seasonal Traditions, UKFR, someone will crop up, I'm sure. Heart of Gold Fountain. Appears to be fan from the picture here. low noise described on the packaging, $9.99. TNT's big fountains tend to be really good. I haven't really got much bad to say about their big fountains, so it might be worth it. Although Asda's, I think the 2 for £10 in Asda is still probably the best big fountain in supermarkets. And finally, Airstrike Rocket Pack. I think there's no idea how much are in here. Yeah, 20. So 20 rockets for 20 quid again. Perfectly adequate pound of rocket. You're not going to get much better this year with the prices how they are at the moment. So the 2 rocket packs, actually the $9.99 and the 19, pretty good value. Again, the 2 fountains, I mean the Spin Tacular one's very expensive, but it's all about the novelty. The rest of it, unfortunately, is very average, very overpriced in my opinion. Much more expensive than it needs to be from previous years. But yeah, that's Aldi's Fireworks. I do apologise about the format of these videos this year. As I say, leaflets are quite hard to come by at the moment, particularly with delays. The websites are a little bit more versatile. At least I can show you sort of focusing on individual items this way, but I know it's not ideal. If I can find leaflets for anywhere, I will be getting them, because it's much nicer to have an actual physical leaflet rather than having to do it off of a computer screen. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. I'll be back at some point, I'm sure, with another leaflet. Yeah, cheers.